Hey guys, welcome back to another video. This video is gonna be very different. From my last video about my own Minecraft server, a lot of fighting, a lot of chaos happened and stuff like that. The blue and red source arc is pretty much over with finally. Well, kind of, sort of. It's a little confusing, but anyways, this video is gonna be a lot more different. A lot less violence, mainly. More arguments, if anything. The server is in fear now. And what I mean by fear, I mean by they're creating a government. Now, a government doesn't sound that bad, but to me it is, considering I'm an anarchist and I don't really enjoy government, and the government usually doesn't enjoy my company. But that's I'm not usually the big picture of the frame all the time, but personally, usually I get targeted when when there is a government. The first government on the server years ago tried to kill me and they failed, but that's besides the point. But yeah, this video is going to be mainly revolved around elections and stuff like that, and you're going to be seeing me at these elections or spying on the elections or whatever, and whatnot. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to like and subscribe. And just in case, if you're new to my channel, if you haven't seen the original video, go watch it. It's I killed my friends to save my Minecraft server, so watch that video first for more context, so this video makes more sense. But yeah, enjoy the video.
I've called everyone here today because we have a problem. A big fucking problem. Now, a lot of you know the most recent events that occurred. The blowing up of the two sources. I had been a part of that. I was forced to fight people I didn't want to fight. I know that some of you wanted to keep the source to try to learn or use its power, but what would have happened in the end? What would have been gained other than said power? Those two sources blowing up could have happened at any point in time, but it happened way too late. We need order. We need this shit to stop. I have come too far in this society, this community, for people to die because of other people's selfishness. We need order. We need leadership. I've asked you here today to come down and vote if we should have said leadership. We need this. So I ask that all of you come down, grab a piece of paper from the chest, and put in your votes.
After Glaz's speech was done and everyone started putting in their votes that was available at the moment, I went to go talk to Glaz personally after that whole thing was over with, and this is what I had to say to them, and I had my own little conversation between Glaz and Griefer and me, and I will go ahead and say this, I was a little bit heated, because I didn't like the concept of a government taking over Spawn 2.0. I did not like that whatsoever. So, as you know, I brought you guys here for a reason. I've met Griefer before. Glaz, we've met on a few occasions, and
hey buddy, you still owe me pumpkins, by the way.
Okay, well, anyway, I don't owe you anything. I just said I'll give you
You
pumpkins.
said you were gonna sell me pumpkins.
Okay, that's besides the point. Don't worry about it,
Glaz.
Glaz.
Shut up.
I saw that little election thing you had going over there. Don't act like you're, slick. Why did you not invite me?
It's not slick. I didn't invite you for a reason.
Really?
It's not like I don't want you a part of it.
Oh, well, let me guess. Spry's been spreading rumors. Oh, I'm the monster. Oh, all those things I used to did. Or, sorry, I did? I mean, yes, I did horrible things. Yes, I blew up a country, but I don't know if you guys realized. I don't know. I don't know if you're like Boo or something like that, because Boo doesn't even remember most of the shit that happened to him. And I know you were infected. I don't know if you remember anything. But regardless if you do or not, I saved the server. I had to kill my own friends in order to do that.
Did you have to kill them?
I was there.
Yes, I did. I did have to kill them.
I don't know. I think it's just like it's a moral gray area, you know. And I feel like you're in a lot of anguish right now over your friend and killing people. And I feel like if you were there, it just wouldn't have been a good thing because people associate you with death. And I'm not saying that you bring death, but I'm saying that if people associate you with one thing, and then you're at an event, they're
Griefer.
gonna associate that event
Griefer,
with you.
I'm a person too. I'm not just death. That's all people look at me as.
I didn't. No, I
Griefer.
didn't say that. I didn't say you were
Griefer.
just death.
Griefer. Let
Yeah.
me talk.
I'm trying to help, but okay.
I understand. Ender. Just answer me this.
Yeah.
Say a guy who decides that he wants to cause chaos and someone he doesn't like decides to start a government. This is not super hypothetical. And the only thing that anyone around him sees is that he is chaotic and just wants to cause destruction. Would you trust that person? Just by
No.
what they see. All right. Nobody knows
I don't
what
trust
you did.
government.
Nobody knows what you did.
Okay.
I do.
And you can say
I
the same. You could say the same thing about a lot of people. People don't know each other. People trust strangers all the time on this server. I've seen it with my own eyes.
Are you saying I'm a stranger?
Yeah. Did I?
Look.
Listen, if I wanted to, I could have killed you when you approached my house. No one's supposed
People
to know
trust
I'm there.
who they
Why?
haven't
Why would
seen.
you kill me though?
Because no one's supposed
People
to there. What?
People trust who they don't know or they don't know anything about. That's the thing. People have seen what you've done. People have heard what you've done. I have heard what you've done. I've seen a little bit of what you can do. I'm not saying you deserve to be exiled. I want to work on this. I understand that you have changed and you don't want to destroy as much. I don't know if that's still kind of a thing. But I know that you have had to kill your friends. I watched it. I was there. I remember it all. I'm not proud of it.
Oh, but you were
But I was
sure as
there.
hell on their side at the time. What changed, Glass, huh? Oh, you were a hive mind too? You know, that's the thing
They're-
about you, Glass.
the
That's
sources
the thing
are
about
gone.
you. Yeah, I know they are gone. Because of me, William, and Onion. And you know what's ironic? Your own friend had to fight you too. I mean, you were mainly focused on me, but still. I got your friend on my side.
Dare bring him into this right now.
Huh. Isn't he supposed to be here anyway? I don't see him. I wonder why is that, Glass? You ever thought about that? Or maybe I'm just
Working
wrong.
on something.
Yeah, you're working
He's
on
Are you
on it.
accusing Onion of something?
No, I'm not accusing anything. I'm just saying that you never know with people. And trust me, I would know. I used to thought, let me tell you this story, right? A short story real quick. I thought I used to know a friend. His name was Jay. And he used to run that country way over there, a long time ago, years ago, on this server. Okay? And I thought he was my friend. All he had to do was sign a simple peace treaty with 4 rules, like no griefing, no this, no that, just simple things. And he couldn't even sign that. A guy that I thought I could trust. And he wanted to start a war over that. I had to mangle people's pets just so I could prove a point. I had to build walls I didn't want to fucking build, but I did, just to prove a point. And if you guys want to create the same scenario again with this place, so be it. And if you want to exclude me out of things, I'm not going to take that very lightly. I don't
I'm not
care
trying
what
to
your reason
exclude you from
is.
anything.
No, your Glass did. I wasn't
No,
invited.
no.
You're not going to
You
count
would
my
just-
vote, and you know it deep down. Even if I did vote, you would take my vote out, and you know you would. Because you're a liar. You know why? Because when people want government, all they want deep down inside is power. They lie, and everyone lies all the time. You may be right about one thing. People wanted that source up still because, they wanted power. They wanted to see if they could get power from it of any kind, anything they can scrap for. And you may be correct about that. But you want to know why I kept it alive and I didn't blow it up? And I bet you've been thinking about that in your little skull of yours. You want to know why? I'll tell you why. Because I did what people wanted. I tried to change. And you did say you acknowledged that. And I do appreciate that. But if you truly acknowledged it, you would have invited me there, and you would have told everybody that I am not the same person. So tell me, Glass, who's the real fraud here? Tell me, who's the real fraud? What about you, Griefer? Huh?
What about me?
Do you think you're any better?
Then what?
I don't know. Apparently, the guy that's the monster in the server. Now, be honest with you guys. Hold on. Let me
I
ask
know I'm
this.
not a murderer,
Oh, okay. I see how it is. Let me ask you this.
and I know I'm not a scammer.
Not a
I'm
good
assuming you
time.
guys have
He's
talked.
not giving me pumpkins.
Do you? Oh, all right. Yeah. Anyway,
Just
Put me out.
go over there. Go over there, please. Just for a little bit.
If you need me, let me know.
Yeah. Look. I'm sorry for not inviting you. I understand. I should have. None of this would have worked how I want it to if you were there. No one would have trusted me enough to vote yes for any of this if they knew I was with you on like a moral standpoint. This is something I had to do. It is the only way I could have done this.
huh?
I
Yeah.
had to make that one little sacrifice for this to work out. I want you to be there at the next election.
I'm sorry. What?
I want you to be there at the election. If all goes well and everyone votes yes, I want you to be at the next one. Put your vote in. Who you want. You get a choice. I'm giving you that choice.
Let me just give you a heads up real quick. If this is some kind of trap or something that you're setting me up
If
for,
there's a trap, it's not from me.
yeah, sure, whatever you say. But let me get to my point. If it's some kind of trap or anything, I promise you, that guy called Jay who used to run that country, not just you, but whoever becomes the president, is just gonna end up just like him. Cause you wanna know what I did to him? I killed him. He's dead, class. He's no longer on this server. I killed him. Canonically, he's dead. And I promise you, not just you, but whoever else is involved with this government you're building. And I'll go ahead and place my bets. I bet it's gonna turn into some kind of communist country, something so corrupt, and we'll see who's in the right in the end. But all I'm saying is, you will end up like him if you try me. And I don't really care what Bryce told you.
I just don't.
Me and Bry go way
Shit.
back, but not in the good way.
I just don't want shit like the source to happen again. I want safety. I don't want more death. I've had to live through enough of it. I
Well,
know
you-
you've lived through more, but I've
We can have our differences from there on out. I understand you think law and order is going to solve things. Government doesn't solve anything. Government doesn't bring people together. It separates people. And that's something you don't get. Because you haven't even seen it yet. But you know what? Whether you become president or not, or if somebody else becomes president, regardless of the situation, whoever does, you're still
many
going
have
to
you
see it
seen?
anyway.
you've seen one.
Yeah,
You've
I've
seen one
one.
government.
Yeah, I've seen one
He was
government on the server.
incompetent. He couldn't do shit. Obviously.
And what makes you, just because y'all are in Netherite,
You had a peace treaty and he declared war.
no, he didn't declare
Over
war.
simple
He
rule.
tried to steal shit from me. We had two different peace treaties, and one of them he broke, and the other one was signed. But the thing is that he wasn't following the rule right. He
Do you
lied.
understand then that that's his fault?
Yeah, that's his fault. And let me tell you one thing, Glass, and this is my last thing I'll say to you. And if you say any more to me, anything that's insulting or whatever it is, I will kill you. I will 1v2 you here, right? Like, I will take you guys out right now. This is the last thing I'm going to say before I walk away. History repeats itself, and it never changes, and it never will. And like I said before, if you guys try to hunt me down in any kind of way like they did before, it is not going to be pretty. I promise you that. And that's where I'm going to leave it here. That's where I'm going to leave it here. So, think about what you guys said, and sure, I might show up. I might not. I haven't thought about it yet. I'll give it some time to think. Just give me... I don't know what that guy's doing up there. Anyways, just give me a schedule, okay? Give me a time, and I might show up. Might.
Be next week,
Next week, okay. That sounds
around
great.
midday.
All right, that's fine.
One last word.
What?
I know you don't enjoy me being around, but I'm going to be friendly to you despite that. Good luck.
Whatever you say. But like I said before, history repeats itself. Trust me, Griefer. I know you're more of a newer member on the server, and you're gonna see that happen in the future, and you're gonna be crying and wondering what happened if I just listened to me. What happened if you just listened to Ender? But I guess we can agree to
I've
disagree.
been
for
through
now.
worse, buddy.
Yeah, whatever you say.
Yeah, you don't know me.
And you don't know me either. You don't even know
I know
half I've done.
enough. I know enough.
Huh, right. Whatever you say. But anyway, I'm gonna go my own way now. So, don't think about following me. Because I will kill you. So
Of our own
there's
place
Mhm.
to be.
Yeah, obviously. Well, see you later. The next day began, and, well, even though I didn't really get what I want out of Glaz and Griefer's conversation, it didn't really go my way, but that's just how life goes sometimes, and you just need to accept it. But the next day rose, and, well, I actually showed up to the election, surprisingly. I wanted to see what would happen, because the majority ended up voting yes for Spawn 2.0 to become a government.
I have a question to ask all of you. This is hypothetical. This situation could apply to anyone. But I ask you, if I were to die, murdered in cold blood tomorrow, would you feel sorrow? Would you show love? Or would it even matter to any of you? This is a problem that I've seen, is that some people here show no respect for anyone else other than themselves. We need to come together for once, not for a selfish reason, not under some corrupt leadership. It's no Jay. We need to finally figure this the fuck out.
By the way, the guy named Dark Souls that keeps looking at me, that is one of my greatest mortal enemies. That's why we kept staring at each other, so.
I've come too far in this community just to turn and walk away without saying at least what I have to say. So I ask that everyone here, at least for once, between each of you, just forget everything that's happened. Any negative feelings you have towards people, any like bad memories, anything that people have done. Clean slate. Restart. What me and many, maybe not many, but a good few of you might know, Onion, have been working together for quite a while. And we are still going through ongoing construction on a city for everyone to coincide in. It's been going on underneath all of you for about a year or two now. Almost ever since we came into this community.
So basically, what Glaz was saying was that they were building an ancient city underground and, building a civilization for people to live in, and they're trying to take over Spawn 2.0 for that reason to even make it even stronger, which, in the back of my mind, as an anarchist, I knew that wasn't good news.
I will leave that to Onion to go with whatever else he needs to say.
Let's give a round of applause for our president. Now, as my superior.
Yeah.
No government. This
Thank
should
you.
not be a government.
Thank you. Thank you much. Now, as my superior mentioned, we are in desperate need of infrastructure in this realm. I mean, past the many, many years that we have coincided here, we have seen a lack of connection between our members. Of course, this realm does not mean cooperation, but at the least, this realm has the opportunity to be vast and great and fruitful to every member. In order to make that happen, with our campaign, we promise to develop nether highways connecting everyone within our community. We promise to develop a city that spans thousands and thousands of blocks across the underground, in which we will be blast proof, for the most part, fireproof, and most of all, We will guarantee you all a sense of protection.
To be honest, they just kept talking about law and order and whatnot. And, you know, I understand what they're trying to push for in the end, but at the same time, in the back of my mind, I still didn't really trust them very much. It was really hard to trust them. Very hard to do so. But, you know, something very interesting happened at the election, which nobody really suspected. I'm pretty sure Glass and Onion thought that there would be, like, no competition of any kind, and they thought they were going to easily win the election, because nobody else was going to run for, president and vice president. But it turns out that was not the case. And, my mortal enemy, Dark Souls, or you can call him by his real name, Bry, actually ends up on stage as vice president, and Griefer, which is going to be the president, they end up teaming together to form a nation at Spawn 2.0, just like what Glaz and Onion are doing. So they're running for president. One of my biggest, and just, I don't like him at all. Me and him do not get along whatsoever on this server.
That everyone deserves an equal chance. Thank you for your time.
I guess.
Yeah.
What?
Let's
What?
have another round of applause for these people. Come on.
Okay.
Get off the stage.
Alright.
What do you mean?
Good at him.
Okay, Glaz, we're gonna have to ask you to get off the stage, okay?
What for?
I'm running for president.
Ignore the Pringle can sound you hear. I don't know whose microphone was that. But anyway, yeah, so Glaz and Onion felt very betrayed. And, honestly, even though I'm an anarchist, I can't really blame them. Griefer was originally on their side, but it seemed like he teamed up with one of my enemies on the server, Bry, for some reason, to run for president. So he was running for president, and I believe, if I remember correctly, Bry's vice president. So, yeah, I mean, this is not looking good whatsoever. For them anyway. For me, it doesn't really affect me in any kind of way. So, not much is really being missed out on. They just kept talking about policies they're going to make, what they're going to change about Spawn 2.0. But, after they were done talking, I had something to say to them, to everybody in the crowd, about government.
Of course.
Well, I was invited here, and I know a lot of people didn't expect me here to be... Can you stop aiming that bow at me? I know a lot of people didn't expect me to be here today, but, I just want to go ahead and say this real quick. I do not support this in any kind of way whatsoever. I think what you guys are doing, Glaz is doing, I think what you guys are doing is stupid, and making this into a government is going to lead to something you don't want. That's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say.
You know what, Ender? I really appreciate that feedback, and I just want to say I'm so glad that you're here today to hear us talk about the future, because we're not just going to stay stuck behind with complete anarchy.
Well,
We are going to have leadership, and we are going to have some sort of infrastructure, whether you like it or not.
yeah, so, yeah, that didn't really work. I mean, I try to talk it, I just try to prove a point, but I really couldn't get to the point. I mean, my conversation was literally going nowhere at this point, and I knew nobody was going to listen to me, so I knew what I had to do, and just vote for no government in general.
Relationships.
Can we just say no government? Come on.
Mm,
Gentlemen, this is blasphemy. We will take
You know that?
no further business operations with you.
Everyone vote no government,
Just
come
put,
on, guys!
Just put Glass or Griefer.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, those people over there that were running for president, I believe a friendship was pretty much broken at that point, because both sides kind of felt betrayed, mainly Glaz and Onion. I mean, it wasn't really looking pretty, to be honest.
Oh, by the way,
Those guys.
for all people involved in this election, 3 carrots.
Yeah, take some carrots, guys. We'll have pumpkin pies in some shops.
You know,
Also,
you
if
know,
wanna,
Brian, before,
if you want to open shops, just DM me, and we'll see about opening some shops.
Brian, I'm not surprised you went down this path. You originally destroyed a government with me years ago, but now here we are, just you doing this. Are you really proud of yourself, Brian? I just want to know.
Hey, excuse me, sir. We're taking no further questions at this time. You're gonna have to leave.
I knew at that point that there was really no going back. I mean, there was going to be a government no matter what. I was just hoping I wasn't going to get, like, exiled considering my past, which, on that server years ago, I blew up a government for my own personal reasons. They attacked me, they stole stuff from me and stuff like that. But, it's just like, I really wanted to kill Bry during that moment. Because the fact that the way he was looking at me, taunting me and whatnot, I knew I would have to get my revenge. And I knew there was a way around it. I tried to figure a way around it, and I thought maybe I could rig the election. But before I did that, before I rigged the whole election, or at least planned to do so, I went to go visit Boo, and it was a very weird visit, to be honest with you.
Wait, hey Ender.
Yep.
You were at that election, right?
Yeah, I was actually.
Okay, yes, I did see you there, I thought. I'm like new to the server and all. I don't really know many people. Can you give me like backgrounds on the, because I know you like spoke about Brian and whatnot in their past.
Let's go under this balcony first. Yeah, that's a really long story. I was gonna meet up with Boo. Hopefully he's here. I mean, okay, I see his user, but that's besides the point. I was, oh my goodness. The server's been around for a long time. I don't know if you've been to Spawn 1, the spawn that's abandoned, but
I don't think I really have yet.
well, there's a country that was blew up, and it happened a long time ago. It's a long story. Peace tree was broken between me and them, and Bri was on my side at the time, and we blew up the country together and stuff like that. It's a long story. I don't really get along with that guy. I haven't seen him in forever, so,
I mean, that must suck seeing him running for president after, or whatever he was running
I mean,
for.
I was considering to kill him, but I thought in my mind that I should be a little bit more peaceful
That probably
this
wouldn't
time.
be a good look.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't have been. But anyway, I'm gonna
I'll
wanna
let
come
you
with me?
continue. Yeah, I'll go with you, yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I mean, I didn't
Yo,
speak to
Boo, I
guess
see you
what-
up there. Yo! Can you come down?
Hello?
Can you come down?
Hey!
Okay. Come on, guys.
Who's he talking to?
Probably his foxes.
Okay.
Or dogs.
Brother, get down the stairs. Holy, you unks.
Is this usual?
I mean, you can just
Don't
see
go in the
that-
basement.
you
Oh
can-
my god.
You can just see the dog poking his head through the window. So, yeah, a little bit. Yo, Boo. I don't know what you're dealing with right now. I don't know why you have foxes with you. Boo. Hey, listen to me. Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Were you considering at the election over there earlier to vote for either one of the sides?
I mean, I don't even know what I should do.
Boo, listen to me, okay? I know you don't remember everything that happened back at the blue and red source thing, but
What?
it's a long story. I know you don't remember you got sacrificed and stuff like that, but Boo, listen to me, okay? Voting for these people, don't change your mind about your vote, because voting for these people it's not gonna end well, okay? You're still my friend, right? Like, even after everything that's happened, even if you don't remember it, right? We're still cool, right?
I don't see why we're not.
Okay.
I don't
Just-
mean to barge in, but what blue and red stuff are you talking about in all this?
Yeah, I'm confused too.
Like-
He doesn't remember anything
Do you want
that
to say in
happened.
private? Or...
No, it's just he doesn't, for some reason, remember anything that happened. There was a blue and red source thing spreading around the server. We don't know what it was, but it was killing people if they got in contact with it with like no armor or any kind of protection. And they
okay.
would, and when they die and when they would come back, they would be hive minds of it, I guess you could say. And it wasn't good whatsoever.
Was he infected or whatever?
Yes, he was half infected. He originally got infected by the blue source, but then he also got corrupted by the red source. It's a long story how, but basically somehow he got absorbed by the red vines when he got too close to the red source. Where is Boo going? When he got too close to the, red source, and he got half
Yeah.
infected, and even his armor trim changed. So,
That's kind of weird. What?
yeah. Are you good? Oh.
What I just hear?
That was a creeper explosion. It's fine. We could fix this later. Boo, can we come inside? Boo, I want to have a talk with you. All right. I want to talk about something real quick, Boo. I'm gonna go ahead and say this real quick. You're gonna need to get like checked up on somebody, because the fact that you don't remember anything that happened, all the chaos that ensued, because I don't want to blame it on you, Boo, but it kind of was your fault. At the same time, it wasn't. Boo, you were leading people to kill others so the server could get corrupt, and you don't even remember that. And I know that's a lot. I know that sounds crazy, but it did happen, and you did do some bad things. I will admit, and I did have to fight you Twice. Whatever these governments are trying to do, can I be quite honest with you, Boo? We cannot trust them. Minty, I don't know who you voted for, but I'm not going to ask. It's not my business. But
Yeah.
whether you voted no government or one of the two politics, I don't trust either of them. I don't know them personally. I know I have a
The way I
history
look at
with
it, it's a
Brian.
2v. Our votes was a 2v, basically. How many people there were? 2v4?
I'm going to be honest. It's like, Bri, or not Bri, but Boo, you need to like be checked up on. Are you okay with that? I'm going to get someone to help you at some point. Maybe, potentially. Or maybe the memory... Boo, be honest with me. Is there any fragments in your head that you can remember? Anything. Just anything brief.
My favorite animal's a fox.
No. About what happened when I said you were leading bad people. Just one thing. Anything. Boo?
Does he?
Do you see what I mean?
Yeah.
He's acting
I think
weird.
He needs to get checked up on.
Okay.
That's definitely not.
I haven't even seen Pump. I had to kill another friend of mine because of it. And I haven't seen him since.
What happened? What happened to him?
He was infected by the red source.
So wait, was it like how'd you get rid of it then?
We had to blow it up. Me, Onion, and William, which is another new member on the server.
Oh, is that why when I joined there's like blue
Craters.
disappearing?
Yeah, and there's
And that,
craters
yeah.
and stuff. Yeah, and it's a long story, but I had to do a lot of bad things to, in my opinion, save the server. But not everyone thinks that. But listen, all I'm saying is, whatever Bri tells you, do not listen to him. Do not listen to him.
Okay.
I used to be a bad person back then, I will admit. But I had to do things I didn't like.
Are you sure he's like mentally stable?
No, I don't think he is. I mean, he was half infected. He was the only person that ever got half infected. He had two different voices in his head. Apparently, when I said they were hive minds, I mean literally, they could hear voices in their head.
Yo, what?
Or two, like a voice. He could hear two. Everyone else only heard one voice when they got infected.
I think it was probably because what you said he had two, right?
Right, and he could just be different.
So was his
but
like body half split or something or what?
his armor trim, like you see his armor trim that's green now.
Yeah.
His armor trim was half red and half blue when he was half.
Well, you said it like infected their body, right? What happened?
Right, and affected their armor trim, and the color of his eyes would change. He was half. One of his eyes were blue, and the other eye was red. But now he's just green after it's all over with. By the way, he
that how he
wouldn't.
was
Here's the
before?
Here's the weirdest thing about it. When I did kill him, well, sorry, before I killed him, after both the sorcerers blown up, everybody else stopped fighting except for him. What the fuck?
Yo, wait, what? Boo? Boo?
Hello?
But-
Oh.
Boo?
Oh.
Is this what you were talking about?
I'm gonna
Yo,
lead
Boo,
this. I'm
you
gonna
good?
I'm gonna lead this. Oh. Whoa! That was your
Boo, Boo.
fox!
Boo?
Boo, are you okay?
Andrew, I don't mean to alarm you, but there's someone at the door.
Okay, I'm actually about to
Two
kill it.
people at the door. Boo? Andrew, I think we have a bigger problem.
Yeah, I know.
Like a way bigger problem.
Why are you looking like that? Stop.
Boo? Are you sure you got rid? You're sure you got rid of it, right?
Right, I did. Well, it wasn't just me. It was me, Onion, and... Okay. What?
Boo, are
Why
you?
does he keep changing his skin? Ow.
Boo, are you good, bro?
Hey, Boo, I'm gonna... Oh, whoa! Hey, Boo, I'm gonna leave you alone for now, okay?
You want me to go with you?
I mean, you can if you want. Just don't... I just want to stay here.
Yeah. I
Yo, control your
prefer
foxes, bro.
not to.
What?
He's not even.
Okay, I'll talk to you later.
Wait. So wait. Let me get this right. He was infected by whatever was around the server,
Mhm.
and now it's still on him.
I'm gonna hope I was just seeing things. So
I hope
mean,
we
it said
both were,
I mean,
bro.
it said in chat he was changing, you know. But I don't-
Changing, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not.
Well, I don't know, cause he was sitting in the chair and then he wasn't speaking either. Did he speak before?
I don't know anymore, bro. I'm gonna go my own way now. I'm sorry. I don't know what to really even make of this. You just have a good day, okay?
I'll see you around.
Yeah, I'll see you around. I don't even know what to make of that. You know, that was very strange. I don't even know at that point what was even real. I was kind of getting like flashbacks, you know, considering what happened last video. But, you know, it's just like, I didn't really know what to make up of the situation. But that guy named Minty that I met at Butter's Bar, at, you know, where I talked to Boo and stuff like that, we actually met up again, and I wanted to bring him along, and I wanted to check to see who was winning so far, like, vote-wise during the election. Not too many people have voted yet, but they're still waiting for people to log on and vote and stuff like that, and the election is not quite over with yet. Votes are still waiting and, you know, whatnot being processed, and people are still trying to make up their minds still, so, you know, all that stuff is happening. But yeah, I don't really know what to really make of it, that situation with Boo. It was very strange. I have an idea, okay? I have a really good idea. Hear me out. Okay. The election thing over there. I did kind of like
Yeah.
watch Glass, Griefer, and I've been kind of like watching on them, and I had an idea, right? I know where the vote system
Yeah.
is in the chest. I don't think they have touched it. I'm pretty positive on it. Do you want to go check the
Alright.
votes and see how it looks right now? Not everyone has voted on the server yet, so.
I mean, it's still worth to check out. I feel.
Yeah, I know. I believe if I remember correctly, it's like right down here.
What? This block? Well, none,
Glass.
none, Griefer.
Oh, Glass is winning by a landslide. Damn.
Wait, what'd you do? What'd you put in?
No government.
I'm guessing
I told Boo
you
not to
did
put
as
no
well?
government. Yeah, I told him not to do it. No government.
So, and then I did Glaz. So who did? So didn't the what's his name? Or who was like praising, Griefer?
Maybe it was Atomic you're thinking about? I don't know. Oops,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah, no. So it's probably he voted Atomic and the rest voted Glaz.
Okay, you know.
What's Glaz's passed on the server? I haven't really asked about the other guy.
He was also infected, and I had to fight him a lot. I didn't end up killing him because he ran away after both the sources blew up. He kind of just like pearled away. It's like what he said on stage before, a couple nights ago. He's not very proud of his past, so he's trying to change. And he said he trusts me that I'm not going to do anything wrong, or not trust me. I don't think he trusts me, but it's more like he knows I'm trying to change my ways.
Yeah.
But you want to know a little secret? Just because I'm trying to change my ways, does that mean I'm not going to do something about this? Hear me out. Who did you vote for? I know that's
Glaz.
kind of personal. You did?
Yeah. It's kind of obvious by the votes, not gonna lie.
Yeah, I guess that's true. You know, I really don't want Bride to win this election, but at the same time, if he wins the election,
I mean, because no matter what, one of them's gonna win. Let's be realistic here.
yeah, the election only just started. There's still a lot of people that need to vote.
Who would be the better one to have?
Listen, come outside with me real quick. You know, I have a history.
I've
I've done
to the rain, bro.
Yeah, that's fine. But listen, I have a history with Bry, and I've done a lot of bad things, and I don't regret what I did to Bry, to be honest with you. He deserved it in the end. But, you know, when I think about it, I think I want Bry to become vice president. And I know that might sound weird, but I have a plan. But I'm not going to
Being.
talk about that plan to you. I'll talk about somebody else, but I think I want Bry to win. But not for his benefit,
I'm
though.
guessing that someone being Boo.
Maybe Pump, but I don't know. Again, I haven't seen
I'd love to
Pump in
meet
forever.
that guy.
Yeah, I don't know where he is. I have no clue.
But you said he was or wasn't infected.
He was infected by the Red Source, and ever since like he got killed during the final battle, I haven't seen him since.
Disappeared.
Yeah, I don't think he's
I think
dead.
I joined him, like,
dead.
the last day of that.
No, you joined like right after.
Well, I was still like retracting when I showed up here. So
Well, I mean, yeah, people are still trying to get used to what just happened, but I don't know. I have a plan, and it's not going to be a pretty plan, but don't worry about it. But yeah, that's really about it for the video, to be honest with you. Now, me and Minty did continue like talking afterwards, talking about Boo and stuff like that. Maybe he's like the source to everything when it comes to blue and red source, but you know, that wasn't really my main concern. I had a plan in mind, and it was something to do with the election. And I knew, in my mind, I knew exactly what I was going to do. But I'm going to be saving that for the next video. And you guys you're going to see what I'm going to do, and I think it's going to work in my favor. It's kind of more of a in the long run kind of plan. It's not going to go in my favor necessarily at first, but I mean, you guys will see when the election is over with and whatnot. But yeah, I will go ahead and see you guys next time. Peace. Also, please like and subscribe, or else, I'll touch you. I'm sorry, what? Okay.